Okay. Woman, let me be your woman. Big V, morning. How you doing, bud? Let me just check how we're looking. Mm-hmm. That looks pretty good. Oh, that could be a thing. Let's try turning the bot on. That might be good. Morning, Linda. I was just testing out some stuff. Up low? Yeah. Because I turned the alerts off yesterday when I was doing iRacing. I had to make sure they were working this morning. Sometimes they don't come back straight away. Right, anyways, let's get in the live screen. I'm going to turn off my camera for a bit because I'm still munching. So there's the rest of the clip for Linda Racing. I'll do it again in a second. And also we'll get Big V to a shout out as well because he's absolutely amazing streamer. Morning, guys. Morning. How are we all doing? Not sure what minute it's this morning. I'm guessing he slept in. That's my guess. I've come on to the farm because that's what I was doing today anyways. It looks like the sun's going to go down in about an hour. So we've got time to do probably one field. Before we skip time, I just want to go to here and make sure the pump's turned on. Because otherwise, if this pump's not turned on for this month, it will fuck up. Yeah, it was turned on. That's good. Okay. If you're doing rice paddies, you've got to make sure they're turned on every month. So they're regrowing. All the rest of my fields are So this will be the first now, unless the grass comes in again quickly. So yeah, I've got about an hour to run a few contracts, and then it'll be skip the day and do my normal stuff that I normally do. That does mean I can't do that one because, yeah, that would take about an hour now. I can do this mowing one, that's no problem. There's a couple of nice ploughing ones I can probably get done as well. And I could probably do the tedding one. So we'll go for the mowing and the tedding. I think we can get these two done before I have to skip the day. And basically what I do is I do same as kind of what normal farmers do when I do my farms. I work up until I can't see anymore without the lights. And then I'll finish whatever field I'm on, and then I'll crack on. So let's take the grass cutting one. Okay, how do we get in? Oh, that's 21. That's up that way. Okay, yes. I know how to get into there. Let's get in the mower. Oh, I've also took out a mod. So, you know, like last time we were on air, I told you about a mod that I could just push a button and switch the camera back 180 degrees. I took it back out again. Reason being, where the fuck's my mower? Reason being is because, oh, there is. It was interfering with being able to zoom in and out. That feels remarkably light. Am I not on farming? Put the line caller. Farming. No. Well, I didn't. Excuse me. I want that preset. I've modified ACC. Oh yeah, I turned the hands-off protection off. Okay, I want to save it. Synchronous back on because I don't use the synchronous when I'm racing. Let's collect these two in. I'm at a stage with this farm that I don't need any more money. I really am. It's just I'm farming for the sake of farming, almost. Oh yeah, I've got to go up on the road. I'll go up on the road, up to the top, take a left, and then I can work my way round to the field that I got to get to. So yeah, this is probably one of the last times, maybe next week, but it could be one of the last times you see Saxlingham by me. Reason being is I'm going to be moving to a new farm soon. Whenever Cavalry Roy finishes with Ebony Island. Last time he came in, he just had to do a few bits and bobs and it'll be ready. He told me maybe a couple of weeks. It's been nearly 3 weeks to a month, so I'm guessing it's nearly ready for public testing. So yeah, I'll be on that. I'll have a look at the new farm, the new map when we get it in on Tuesday. I will have a look at it. I don't plan to do very much with it straight off because I feel there's enough people going to be doing stuff on the new map right away because it's new content, obviously. So I'll wait till it dies down and then I'll go on the new map and do my thing on it. Probably after I finish the challenge mode on Ebony Island. I'm waiting for NASCAR 25 to drop for PC. Nice. You know what? Bubba J says about it. Jeff Dunham's puppet. It's a great sport to follow when you're hammered. Why? Because they're doing another left turn. 3 hours later, they're doing another left turn. The thing is, if it weren't for the fact that we're on an oval, it would be quite interesting. You know, because there is a lot of accidents. And I know you guys probably watch it for the accidents, not for who's winning. How you doing, Crazy Legs? Oh, 2 for 1s. Second left. Over here. You take me in. Just this one. Oh, automatically came up with 2 headlands. Beautiful. Exactly what I was going to do. I've only got to cut it. I don't have to do anything else to it. Hopefully, like I say, we'll get this done. We'll get the tedding contract done. And then we'll have to skip the day and do all my daily stuff again, which takes me about an hour. Minute will say he's not being lazy. He works IRO, and he does. He works hard IRO. And to be honest, we've been trying to get him to slow down before he goes to work. But he won't have it because that's when he wants to stream, so it's up to him. Yeah, you know the song "I Did It My Way." That's what Minute says every day. This is one of my favourite jobs. It really is. Always has been, ever since I started playing this on FS19. Always has been my favourite job. So if you get the right equipment, it's normally quite easy. And I love using the Big M because I think the Big M is the B1 indoor mowers. That's just my opinion. It's quite expensive, but you don't have to tow anything around. You don't have to worry about, is that part up, is this part up. You know, if you raise the mowers up, it all raises. With the Big M, you can do a tighter turn without missing anything. Whereas if you've got the mowers on a tractor, of course they're attached to the front of the tractor and the back of the tractor, so you've got that big open space where if you're doing tight turns, you can miss a bit. And I don't like missing bits. I really don't. I think I've got a bit of OCD when it comes to mowing. Literally, I mow every fucking thing that I can mow inside the field area. Even to the fact that if I come back out, I row it. I don't need to row it. I row it. It's the thing I've done ever since 19, where you had to do not just the mowing, you had to ted it, you had to windrow it, you had to do everything to it, bale it, all in one contract. And so I didn't miss any. Always row the first one. Well, first row, second row, well, all the rows really. I always cut it and row it straight away, and then when you go to ted it, you don't get anything out of the field, you know. Because when you ted it, or if you have to ted it, or if you have to row it or whatever, what can happen is you chuck some of it out of the field. If you row the first headland, you don't get that, or very rarely get it anyway. So yeah, it was a thing I sort of made up to myself to make it more efficient when I cut grass. And that's the way I play games. I play games to be efficient. I say that, you know, obviously when I'm trucking, you know, I've got to a certain level in trucking where I don't need to worry about anything. I might start, just for shits and giggles, I might start a legit character on EMP. Just so I have to start again and create it from scratch again. Why? Because it's fun. to be honest, the thought process behind a start from scratch is kind of more fun than actually just the driving. Driving's cool, and I love the driving when people are out driving as well. But when I'm kind of on my own, I have that little something to think about, trying to build a character in that. That's the best bit. Get my camera back on. Hi guys. Yeah, to think about that little bit extra of how to build up a character. That's the fun bit for me. Also, let's while I'm doing this, get that up. Probably do this line without. Put the thing down. We'll go a little right, and then if I do miss any, it'll only be the roadside. Come on, buttons. Right. So we have Big V and Lindy Racing in Yapping. He's got the Joker going while he's messing about with OBS settings. The only thing about messing about with OBS settings while you're streaming is some of the settings are locked behind the fact that you are streaming. I didn't watch the end of Class's race. Did he finish all right, Linda? I know that you had that incident where matey boy him up the ass, and he span it himself. I watched up until like the first lot of pits, I think, and I felt tired, so I went to bed. Are you still here? How did Class finish the race? I watched up until I think the first pit stop. P9? Nice. So guys, if you don't know what we're talking about, Class or Vortex 1701 last night was doing his RPM races. He always starts about 7, half 7. It's a league that he's in. He doesn't lose high rating, he doesn't lose safety rating because it's like a private league kind of a deal. To be honest, I was thinking about doing it myself. You know, I'm up on A licenses. The only thing that's stopping me is I haven't got all the tracks yet. But yeah, I was thinking about doing it myself. The only thing that, you know, for me is I'm currently doing the official races as well at the minute to getting me $10 each season. Yeah, it is a thing. You can get money back off of iRacing if you're smart enough. No, you don't need to be smart enough, really. Oh, I missed a bit there, look. Oosh. Yeah, you don't really need to be smart enough. All you need to do is 8 races of a specific discipline, and yeah, bob's your ankle, fanny's your hand. End of the season, you could get back $8 or $4. It's $4 per class. You can do 3 because you only get back $10 max. I can do that one without a line. I think I can do that one without a line as well. And I gotta admit, I had a couple of hard sessions yesterday. I mean, to be honest, the GR86s shouldn't have been as hard as it was, but there was an incident where somebody hit me, and then yeah, that Kia Optima, I just couldn't get the gist of that. That was a hard car to drive. And the production car, yeah, there was an incident where somebody hit me and then I kind of dived down somebody on the outside when I sort of misread the track and stuff. But that wasn't very good either. So I lost a lot of rating and points yesterday. But I can get it back. You know, this Saturday if we decide to do the Enduro, you know, Chaos is up for it. I need to see what time it starts actually, because obviously class isn't around till about 10 o'clock, so or 9:30, 10 o'clock. And I like doing the morning ones because I'm more awake. We might not get this 10 in one done before I have to, well, I don't have to, before I kind of tools down and start the day again. So in the about section, guys, if you're able to read that while you're watching me, there is a Roy's Rules section with the brand new rules in it. And that's the ones I'll be following for the new challenge mode. This time around, I am allowed the in-game auto-load and bow loaders. I am allowed some mods. When I say some mods, I am allowed the Giants official mods and any DLCs that have come out, because they're part of the game. The only thing I don't get is why Giants did their official mods. Why didn't they just put them into the game as normal gear? Beyond me, that one, but hey. It is beyond me, that one. You see how good this thing turns as well, and that's because the steering wheels are at the back. So the ones that do the steering, it's kind of like a forklift where the wheels that actually move and do the steering and the pivoting are right at the back of the vehicle. So it does give a really good turn, like really good tight turn. Whereas if the steering wheels are at the front, everything has to follow, and everything follows where you're steering. Which means if this thing wanted to, it could turn on a sixpence. If I really wanted it to. Very old saying that, turn on a sixpence. Of course, sixpences aren't around anymore. Just goes to show how long they've had forklifts for. We might have to go back over and do that other side just to finish this this one off. I did get the new dog in. I wasn't going to because, yeah. Like I say, we're nearly at the end of Saxlingham. It basically runs itself. So yeah, with that camera mod in, if I'd have left it in, I couldn't do this and scroll in and out. Doesn't work on the mouse or my farm sim stick by keeping that mod in. So this has more use to me than that one. So I decided to keep to take it out. And basically all like I say, all I wanted it for, it was when I was in cab, to reverse the whatever I was doing back in the garage or whatever, is just to hit one button, it swung around the camera and I can see where I'm going again. And I can do that by twisting the mouse around, so, you know, all good. Oh? Where are you going? Lucky I don't have to pick this up, all I gotta do is cut it. Well, so there's multiple ways in the field, because I came in over that way somewhere. And there's a way out right where I'm going to be on this last run. I won't need that little slither there, so the field will change anyway once I complete. There we go, field complete. So yeah, so to show you the field changes, there you go. Field completely changed. So that line that was in front of me, that wasn't complete. Line that behind me wasn't complete. It's all done. And I didn't wait for it to clip in. This has been a thing since, I think, halfway through 22, where if you don't wait for the thing to click in, your mower blades move on the back once they're up. No, it's going to be funny. Okay. There you go. Look at the blades. That's been a thing for ages. Alright, let's take this back to the farm. Skip the day. And, yeah, do my daily stuff. It's a nice little farm up here, 65, couple of sheds, cows. I'm presuming you get some of these big fields with it. Barns here, silo. The only thing that I would say about that farm at the top is there's not much scope to grow. Although, there's plenty of like little spaces around that you can put stuff. The downside is they're quite a bit away. I mean, I've spread myself out around the map anyways, just so my production area is nowhere near my farm. Because what can happen sometimes with maps is if you do put your production areas near your farm, because there's so much going on, it causes its own lag. Where you've just got too much happening in one little area. It happened to us on... What fucking map did it happen to us on now? Tips, how you doing, lady? I think it happened to us during 22, where we had a lot of stuff happening in one little area, and we were farming in that area. So we had the farm sort of stuff going, you know, the silage pits, this and that and the other. We had the production areas going, making stuff, and anywhere on the farm, it was just laggy as fuck. And to get out of the lag, you sort of had to take a contract and go way up the map to get out of the area. It's quick kind of a deal. I can tell you now in the challenge mode, it says animals. I will be doing buffalo. Why? Because buffalo are the best making money animals out there. Per month. Per single month, they're the best animals out there. To get the best out of your sheep, you literally have to have the spinnery and the clothing thing. to get the most out of that. Do I want to put it in there? No, let's leave it in space. Okay, it's nearly going to be lights out. I don't do much hand baling, to be honest. That thing's full of soap for winter. Oh, it's terrible in the winter. So let's go the next day. So visit the house. It's just feed the doggo. Come here, Bull. Come here. Doggo, where are you? Oh. So you pick it up with left click, hold right click, and then you get that target that goes, whoop. Oh, there he is. Hello, mate. How you doing? I chose a speckled collie. I kind of like the look of them. I mean, yeah, I kind of like them. Where do I find the Loopy's key link for CD keys? For loaded, because it's called loaded now. You go into the glitch Discord under Son of a Glitch. Meet the glitches, and then click on Loopy's, and then it's in there. Let's sleep till about 6 o'clock, because it'll be July anyway. And as always, we'll start by the cat. We'll start by doing the cows. Morning, girls. So yeah, as always, we'll start with the cleaning. What do you want? Oh, it's 8 o'clock, isn't it? Never known a dog that can tell the time. Hello, baby. Her favourite. Yeah. Good girl. Well, that's that. Well, let's take this up to the 3 tips. Yeah, so in the SOAG Discord, so exclamation SOAG if you have not already in there. Little drop it down menu that says Son of a Glitch. Meet the team. Click on Loopy, and it's in there. I think she's changed it from CD keys to loaded. And when you go in, you'll just log into your own thing, and yeah. Just remember, you don't get anything extra. Loaded is cheap enough. It just picks Loopy up when you're buying stuff. And she's able to do giveaways and stuff like that. Because we picked her up. So this bit of the day takes me about an hour normally from start to finish. It's just my day-to-day, clean out the cows, make sure they're fed, collect all the wool and the eggs from the chickens, make sure they've got feed, and then yeah, sort out my pallet areas and sell all that, and then yeah, we're ready to start either contracts or my own field work. We shouldn't have any field work because I pretty much took care of that last month or the month before and replanted, so just be none of my fields to do. So we're going to take this up to what we call 3-tip production, and that will make this into well, I was making solid fert with it, but I'm now making liquid fert, because with precision farming, liquid fert works a lot better, I feel. Yeah, that area on the left's mine. This is my production area. It started out as a blank canvas, and I put the stuff in here. So we got the 3-tip production. We got a couple of trailers. We got the there's a car down here with a water butt on it. An electric charge point. We got a couple of granny's knitwears. That's making clothing. We've got the pelletized station in there, selling point for pelletization and water fountain. Here's all mushrooms, and up the road we got one of that are producing just lettuce. Reason I'm doing just lettuce is because they make the most. Lettuce makes the most money on most maps, and for mushrooms, oyster mushrooms make the most money. And so that's all I do. I just make one product out of them. The only way I change that is if I need various different products to make something with.
Sediment_experience said hello bus wanker.
Hey Sally, how you doing, bud? If I'm making something special, and then I'll do literally one greenhouse of something, one greenhouse of something else, one greenhouse of something else. And then when I pick all that up to take to wherever I'm doing with them, I can load them all in, and there's like 3 or 4 pallets of stuff to make the other stuff with. So, you know, when I come back to there and they've made whatever they're making, there's 2, 3, 4 pallets to pick up there, not just one. Yes, Celia, it was the bitrate, mate. That changed it to 1080. I whacked it back up to 12,000 max, and yeah, both are now 1080. So what am I talking about, guys? I'm talking about my YouTube channel. I'm streaming not only on Twitch, but on my YouTube channel as well. Just trying to bring in some more people to watch, you know. Sometimes there's none, sometimes there's some. You know, sometimes I've got more people over on the tube than I do on Twitch. Sometimes just the way it goes. Ironman 5506, thank you very much for your follow. Much appreciated. If you've never been here before, guys, if you're brand new, my name's Mad Matt. I'm part of the Son of a Glitch stream team. I am primarily a simulation streamer. Sorry, not a simulation, yeah. A simulation streamer. So I play stuff like farm sim, truck sims, that's ATS and ETS. Roadcraft, which I consider as a off-roading truck sim. SnowRunner, again, off-roading truck sim. Only because as soon as I'm able to play Roadcraft with my wheel, I will play Roadcraft with my wheel. So I consider it a kind of a sim. I used to play Bus Sim City, you're quite right. I haven't played it in ages. I might bring it back because obviously that new game Bus Board's quite popular at the moment. But I quite like the way that Bus Sim does it. I know it's by the same makers, but yeah, I think actual Bus Sim is better because it's more realistic to what bus drivers actually contend with on a day-to-day basis. Although, you know, part of the job on Bus Sim to go and wake people up and tell them to shut up when they listen to their music too loud isn't such a thing. In the UK, even chasing them for their tickets isn't such a thing. Before I left the last time because of my shoulder, they just brought a new rule in to say that the jobs should be non-conflictual. So you basically, if it turns out into you having a conflict with a passenger, you let the passenger win. And basically the only way to resolve that thing that they're arguing about is to either just ignore it and let them sit down and travel on the bus, or you stop the engine and call the police. If it's serious, you don't. So once they stop speaking to you as a person and stop, like, you trying to work out the difference. Once they stop that, it's either you let them travel or you call the police. So it's non-confrontational to the driver. Now that seems a bit shitty to the passenger, but Some passengers are dicks. I mean, literally, some passengers are dicks. I mean, literally, I had one passenger, not this time around, but last time around. It was a female, virtually the last bus at night. She got on with a used return ticket, and I was like, it's late, just let her travel. I didn't mention anything to her, just let her travel. Yeah. But I took notice of the two places that it said from and to, and she went way past it. So I just said, look, love, if you wanted to get home and you didn't have any money, just say so. You don't have to use a used return ticket to get to where you're going. You could just say, I haven't got any money, drive. Do you mind taking me to such and such? It's the last bus at night. The chances are the driver will go, yeah, crack on, and sit down. And she blew up. She really had a go at me. And then she kept on and on and on. So I rang the police. And she just stood in the doorway of the bus, wouldn't let me go anywhere. For ages, like 20 minutes. The police were on their way. I said, look, love, you can either get out the door or the police will be in 5 minutes to arrest you, so you won't be going home at all. And in the end, she got off the bus, and I was on the phone to the police, and they said, oh, try to move. So I tried to move, and she let me go. And I said, okay, I'm fine now, thank you. And she went, oh, the car's round the corner, so they'll have a word with her anyway, because they're all the way there. But oh, okay. They said, but obviously you've got to get to where you go, and you probably run out of driving hours this late at night. And I went, yep. So I've just got enough to finish this run, because I was doing a rural route, and get back to the depot, which was like 25 miles away. You just bought FS25? Nice. How did you buy it? Just the game, or did you buy it with the season pass? I mean, the season pass should be quite cheap at the moment as well, just the game. Nice. Yeah, the season pass should be quite cheap as well. Because obviously we're near the end of the season. But you get some quite nice bits of kit with it. You really do. I think the only thing you don't get, I think, is the MacDon. And the MacDon isn't essential, it's just a nice bit of kit to earn you that little bit of extra pennies. You know, 25% extra yield, who's not going to moan at that? You know, so if you're doing something like, say, barley with it, or wheat, you know, 25% extra yield on the barley and the wheat. So it's not just the barley or the wheat that you get in the extra product from, it's the straw as well, the after product. But I picked this up out of the field. You'll stay there. It's this way. Oh. Need to bring you over some food in a minute. This is the last run out of here. See, I'm getting... This is every month. I get 40,000 manure, 50,000 slurry, 30,000 milk every single time. Where am I going with this? Sometimes it's nicer up the top. Sometimes it's nicer down the bottom. Where am I going? Milk. Animal dealer. That's at the top. And then we'll pop across and jump into the other one. I think I've got some... Where am I going? Where are you going, Matt? Where are you going? The gate's over here. Dope. Yeah, and then we've got... I've got a little forage wagon in with the sheep there. I was doing some tidying up around here, but the grass has grown quite nicely back here again. It was free grass, you know what I mean? So I just tidied up the yard a couple of months back. But yeah, it's been a couple of months since then, and the grass has grown again. All the pallets and stuff, they normally go down the bottom because it's an easier trek once I've got them all on. Because what I'll do is I'll pick up all the wool pallets, I'll pick up all the egg pallets, and go up to the other areas and grab all the rest of the pallets before I go down to sell them. Cha-ching! Money, money, money. I used to sell the slurry in the manure when I was desperate. It doesn't yield very much. I mean, slurry normally gives you about 3,000 a time, depending how many litres you got, of course. Manure about 4,000 a time. Big Jim, good morning. How we doing? Yeah, so when I was desperado, I used to sell the slurry and the manure, but as soon as you're able, or as soon as I'm able, I like to put it in the thing, and then it's making fertilizer for me. And also, some part of it is it cleans it out and chucks the straw back out. So every so often you've got to go up and collect straw from it. To be honest, I haven't seen what's in there just lately. Let's have a look while we're in the lane. So it's 3 tits. So here's kind of what it's making. Am I making any of this? I am making that. They're both on. Okay. So this is all the stuff that it can make, and this is all the stuff I got. So water. So outgoing products. So you just gotta watch the straw. So it's already kicked out 55,000 litres of normal straw because it's cleaned it. Big B still here lurking. Nice. I just need to remember what mods I have on the Game Pass version. Oh yeah, have you gone from console to PC now? Or have you actually just bought it for your console? If you've actually just bought it for your console, it'll overwrite, or normally just overwrites your normal game, and your game should still be there. It's just become yours instead of being a Game Pass version. That's what normally happens on console. Right, that's that one. Where's my little tractor? Oh, don't tell me I unattached my little tractor. That was over here. Oh, damn. I did. Shit. The tractor I had over here pulling that wasn't very big. Gotta find it. Small... No, not that one. Garage. I've got the garage mod in, so it tells me what ones I got in. But did I change it out? Yeah, I've only got large ones. And they're all the same ones. Okay. I didn't remember I did that. They're both attached to stuff. Okay, we need to grab a tractor to grab that. This is a job I've got to do in a minute, so we'll do it now. Hello. Why aren't you working? Why isn't that working? This is an auto-loading trailer. Oh, is this the one that fucked up? Oh, I did it wrong. This could be the trailer I fucked up. We'll do that. We'll sort that out in a minute. Just want to get a tractor. That's at the top. Any one of these will do. I want to get that grass. Pour it into the sheep. I should really have kept it in the sheep, really. That's where it's got to go, not in the chickens. I used to have a button that used to just swing the thing around so I could see where I was going. This may not fill the sheep, but it will give them a little bit extra. How you doing, buddy? Hey, Daz, how you been? Like I say, I only really bought this things to tidy up the farm, and because it's a kind of small forage wagon, it was really ideal to get into the nooks and crannies. I'm good, you. It's fucking cold out. I'm just waiting for the post office. Dude, just still got ages before that opens. I need to feed. Need to get some feed. Come on, where are you? Yeah, I've got a trailer there I've never used. Hey. Brittany, bitch. Hey. 22. Let's get out. 10. Yeah, I made these with the Colossus baler, and the Colossus baler that's 25,000 litre bales. Bit of a nightmare, actually. What the fuck was the button for this? Is it? Oh, I've lost my button. Yeah. Which button was it? Was it that button? Ah, there we go. There we go. Let's take these round to the sheep. And then we'll take the rest of the cows that we've got out. 8 minutes? What do you mean cheat? What? How am I cheating? How am I cheating? It's not as bad as giving yourself shitloads of money on freaking construction sim when you get shitloads of money just by doing the work anyway. That's cheating. He'd be like, shh, don't mention that. I completed the game, so I was just having fun with it. Yeah, no, dude did it though. Oh, I need to move that. Possibly this won't move for a little while, so we'll just put this over here, uncouple it, turn it off. Need to figure out why that auto-loading trailer isn't doing that, though. Are you full, are you? Okay. Grab a bow. And take you over to cows then. If you're full. Yep. Just to save any hassle, guys, I feed my cows and sheep both the same thing. I feed it all hay. I don't bother with TMR or anything like that. Yeah, it's 20% extra less, or 20% less thing, but there you go, it's gone. 20% less productivity by not using TMR, but I'm getting enough. You know, 30,000 a month milk, it's enough. I'm not greedy. Okay. This isn't the first time this happened. This is like the third time this has happened. Oh, it came off. But yeah, that's not the first time that's happened. We might just get 2 more and then just see if they disappear now. We'll take these 2 in, and we'll just see if they disappear. I know we can. Okay, so we're pushing it, so. Be right. That disappeared. There's another one for you. You've got to love the farm stick. It makes shit like this so much easier. I mean, don't get me wrong. If you figure out what the Icon City buttons are for this, you can do it with your Stream Deck Loop Deck touchable device. Don't forget, I'm a partner with Icon City, so exclamation icon in chat. Get your 10% off with my code MAD. If that's gone as well. How much more can you guys take? Because there's like 4 bows over the other side. Probably another 2 bows. Okay, let's go get you another 2 bows. Does mean I have to bail up some hay now. Next time, I've been selling it the last few times. It looks like I'll actually have to keep some this time when I do my own grass. Okay, so and we'll push the other two in a second. See, just because I don't do this quite a lot of the time don't mean I can. I mean, a lot of the time what you'll see me do, especially with probably the challenge mode, is I'll probably have a couple of hay barns, straw barns, whatever they're called, and I'll collect loose quite a lot of the time, just to save myself some money with the baler and then bale sheds and stuff. It's sort of like you kind of calculate your fucking adds and losses. Like, I think that'll do. So let's just push the other two in the shed and put this away. Then we can start with the sheep. The sheep's fed, so that's all right. I got to get some barley or wheat for the chickens, although they probably won't be very much. There's one bale in. And there's another bale in. We'll just park you in there because that's where you're most useful now. Boosh. Right, what we're doing now. We're trying to get those pallets to go on that fucking thing. That's what we're trying to do. So. That engine. Why isn't it picking them up? That's weird. That's weird. 2 seconds, I'll be back. Just gonna take it to the repair station. Find out why it's not picking up. Let's go auto load. Auto load's on. Enable auto load. Yeah, I'm not going to mess around with that. Well, yeah, according to that, it's fine. Now, I know some of you are going to go, yeah, but it's a bale trailer. I have lifted pallets with this before. That's why I changed it for this one. I have done pallets with it. For some reason, it just won't pick them up. That's the only thing with this trailer that I kind of hate. I think it's a little bit heavy, and I think it requires probably a front weight to be able to balance out the whatever you're doing with it. Even if you've got it on a tractor, sometimes it don't quite balance out. There's something's the matter. So I'm full rev and I'm not going anywhere. Maybe it needs resetting. We'll be up near the shop in a minute. I'll reset it then. Right. I'm going to use a bit of strong arm here so I don't pick up that pallet there. Whoa, baby. This will be a thing of the past when I do challenge mode, guys. The strong arm thing. Yeah, it's not picking it up, is it? Transport mode, transportation mode. They can't even. It doesn't even show me for pressing Y to reset the trailer. I've not got a clue. I've not got a clue why it's broken. Might have to sell it, buy a new one. May have to sell it, buy a new one. Right, let's go and get the wool. This means this bit will be a long process. So in total, it'll probably take more than an hour. Still need to get some feed for those chickens though. Keep her full because they haven't taken that bale yet. So the sheep are full. Okay, looks like I'm manhandling these. Whoa, baby. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, that's better. Like I say, normally the auto load works for this. I don't know why it's not working, but like I say, normally it works. And let's just check the reset button for this trailer. Maybe that's the problem. Steering mode, reverse mode, that's not it. Will it be in the auto loading section? Probably will be, yeah. Which is down here. Draw pat, lumberjack, precision farming, universal autoloader. Unloading R, left. Or maybe that's it. Toggle left R, left shift R. Maybe that will start it off. Let's lob a few over and see if it does it. No, it's not even doing that. Left shift R, no, not even doing nothing. So the autoloader's not even working, so the trailer's broken. So yeah, I'm gonna have to sell it and redo it. Broken trailer. No, sell it, rebuy it. That's the only way. So it don't really matter how I stick these on. They're coming off once I get up the top again. The good news is with this is that this amount of wool pallets, I'll have exactly the same next month. This is a monthly thing. And what I'll do is when I get up the top, I'll split these between the two Granny's knitwears, so that they both work kind of equally. And yeah. And I think what I'll do just before I take everything down to be sold, I'll just sell this trailer and rebuy it again. That way I know it's done. So let's take these up to my production area. Because remember, there is no production areas on this map. You have to do it yourself. This is another thing I don't understand. Why that shut for my reversing camera? Maybe that's in the settings as well about reversing camera. Or the Unimog. It's up near the middle mirror. There should be a reversing camera. I mean, you don't see very much. It's just for your reversing hitch, but it should be there still. She's heavy. Not as heavy as she's going to be once I get this thing fixed. She'll be fucking heavy then. What I'll do is I'll just push the eggs off in a minute. When I do the wool, I'll just push them next to the granny's knitwear loading areas. I mean, there should be at least a pallet of each there. Yeah, there is. There's a pallet of each. So there's 40 grand just there. Yeah, something's the matter because it's not normally this shit at climbing this. So it's definitely something's wrong. Come on. Move your arse. So we'll split the wool between, what we got? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 6 each. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What? I've just taken them off. I should have taken them off. Thank you. One, 2. Oh, okay. You're full. Give you to you then. Right. Get you over there as well. Oops. There we go. Right. Let's just pop round a corner. I'll take these eggs off and we'll sell this trailer back and we'll re-buy it again. The only way I can see to fix it. And we'll see if it's something in the settings about the reversing camera as well with the Unimog. Like I say, it's not a great reversing camera, but it kind of helps with coupling the thing up. That's kind of where the camera is. It's kind of just below that flatbed, and it watches you couple the trailer. There's a bit of equipment I bought and hadn't used. Literally, I spotted a couple of fields that were what were they? Sugar beet? Yeah, they were sugar beet. And I thought, oh, they'll come up for thingy in a minute. Never did. So we're selling that one. No, we're not doing that. We're selling that one. Is there anything in here saying about the camera? Tank, 3-point hitch, sidewalls. Or maybe that's it. Maybe the ISO is fucking it up. Let's try it without the ISO. No, it's still no reversing camera, so I don't know why this one's got no reversing camera on it. Yeah, like I say, the top's supposed to have a reversing camera. Oh well. Stick the ISO back on it and... And we're going to buy that trailer back, aren't we, as well? The trailers. Trailers. The sailor in. Is that a one there? Yes, I want to auto load. No, I don't need that. No. I'm going to keep it as... I'm not going to change the auto load on it. So, should be right now. We hope. We'll soon find out straight away, as soon as we take it in that yard and we whack it on transportation mode. Should just pick those things up. Maybe I should have brought a front weight for this thing. Might have a little bit of an easier time transporting me. Ah, collection mode. Control, left shift. Oh, I didn't have that before. So there was something wrong with it. I can knew there was. Okay. So if we go... There we go. There we go. Well, that's loaded shit, isn't it? That's better. Now she's working. Now she's working. Shit. Try to do a Luke Skywalker reverse then, and not look at it. That's alright. There's five mushroom ones here and 8 normal ones over there to do yet. Before we're ready to go sell it. Ish. Why isn't there a pallet going up there? That's the weirdest thing. Hold on. Page 2. Yeah, boy. The Static Manic. What mod are you using for the auto-loading trailer? The trailer is its own mod. I have got auto-load on as well. And maybe the two conflicted just a second ago, but yeah. This is an auto-bow loading trailer. So this one is that one. The Tekamaji Trans Stuck. It's its own mod. But thank you for your first time chat. And yeah, it's about the best one we found to do bows. A lot of the semi-trailer ones or the Arctic lorry ones tend to load the bows kind of strange. So they leave gaps and stuff, which is a pain in the ass, you gotta admit. You know, if you're trying to load bows onto a trailer and it's leaving gaps, so you have to offload, load all the bloody time, it's a pain in the arse, isn't it? Not looking to do bows, just pallets. Yeah. So a combination between your auto loading and this trailer will help you out quite a lot, especially if you're using the Macdon as well. Because if you use a flatbed like mine, like I'm doing, you can fit eight pallets on the back of that. The only downside is you have to do this, make sure you're stationary shit before it will load on. Whereas the one on the back, you just pull up. Let's get one more on there. Both successfully full. Let's go back to the trailer. Well, one loaded kind of janky. Not turning tight enough. Come on, Matt, get it together. Fuck it, let's go this way. Come on. I know you can do this, I've done it before. There we go. Right. You want a load of shite. Let's just help this out. There we go. No, I don't get why. Just... Come here. Okay, we'll fit in there. You will fit in there. I see you fit in there quite nicely, don't you? Weirdo. Bum, bum, where it began. Hey, Top on Aider, mate. I can't begin to know it, but I know it's growing strong. Is that it? It's not it. It's not it. It's not it. I'm telling you it's not it. Why doesn't it? Oh, that's why it's janky. Okay. You didn't like that. We Caroline. Bum, bum, bum. Ah, you're fine now? Good. Bum, bum, bum. We believe they never will. But now, look at the night. It's alright, it'll still move, maybe. It may not like it, but she'll still move. Nope. One more turn. Well, one more this side. Boom, boom, boom. Right. Let's get these on the other side and we can take them to be sold. All of it. Nice bit of tidy profit. They're a nice bit of tidy profit. This is how, when we did that Macdon 500,000 challenge for those keys, remember a little while back, this is how we did it. We saved all this, and about 300,000 came from this alone. I mean, if I did it now, it would probably be like 500,000. There we go, we're all loaded. You know, by the time I sell the manure, sell this, sell that, do a few contracts, probably be a good 500,000. Right, let's see if we can reverse out of here. And yeah, we'll head down the bottom and sell them all. So is that trailer on Mod Hub? I don't know. I got it off of somebody else. It may be, but it may be on King's Mods. Yeah, I just found it. Okay, cool. So yeah, thank you Typhon for looking. Cheers, buddy. No problemo. And because I do 1 month days, this is kind of a daily thing for me. So every time when I start my morning, instead of just saving the pallets up, I don't care what profit I get. It's all profit to me. So every day I just, you know, when I start a new day, I do this. It takes me about 45 minutes to an hour real time. And then I'm done. And then I can carry on doing whatever I'm going to do to the farm throughout the day. So, you know, if I've got fields to do of my own, I'll do them. If I've got contracts to do, then I'll do them. It's just a good way of starting off the day. so I got to be careful on the turn here because I'm so really heavy now. Slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. I hit the brakes way back. I hit the brakes so long ago, it was unreal. You'll have to just go round, dude. Here's my... Let's go round. Right. In the middle one, isn't it, as well? So it's not the easiest one to get in and out of. Okay, so let's change it to the front and unstrap. So we've got 10 grand, 11 grand there already, just from what was on the front. Another 11 grand, that was, so that's 22, 23,000 plus whatever we're about to get now. There you go. So 22, 20, 45, 225. Not including the old. Universal autoloader as well, yeah. I run the two together. So I get that every morning. Well, nearly every morning. Sometimes I get more, sometimes I get less. Depending on what the prices are. So yeah, 220,000 every morning without doing a thing. And that's mainly from wool being turned into clothing. And the amount of greenhouses and mushroom sheds I got. Because basically, the mushroom sheds take £2 a month to run, and all you got to do is put water in them. £2 a month, and you get roughly a couple of thousand a month profit out of that. It's the same with the greenhouses. They take about £2 a month to run, and water, of course. So that's whatever profit out of each one. So yeah, whatever you're getting over the top of that is just pure profit. Granny's Knitwear is a mod by Veteran Modding. Turns your wool straight into clothing without having to go through a spinnery. And again, probably about £2 a month to run, and you just let it run. And each pallet is worth a minimum of 20 grand. Clothing is massive profit, you know. So for £2 a month, you're getting 20 grand. You know, so basically 19,998 profit minimum. Because the lowest I've seen clothing on any kind of map is 20 grand. Well, depending on what economy you're running. You're running on hard economy, it might be only like 16, but on easy, like I say, it's about 20 grand. Still got to get some feed for these, and that won't take me two minutes. Oop, I missed the gate. Always put it back, just in case I've not done any bales. So I always put it back where I found it. To be honest, this is why I changed from using a semi-truck. It's like the gates are just not quite wide enough. And to think a farmer would have took this into account. Oh, fuck me, man. Look at this. Already. Shit. They were storing some up. We might have to do another run. That's no way going to last a day. You know, with the space. We might have to do another run here. We're going to have to do another run. Right, let's just quickly take these up the shop. While I'm doing that, I'll just have a look and see what's going on today with the farm fields. The Stratmanic, thank you very much for your follow. So these will be done next month. And then that one, and then that one. But we've got this big field that requires a harvest, so we might do that. Because we can... I'll tell you for why. Because we can get straw out of that. Not that we need straw at the minute. Because we don't. We don't need the straw. And why? Because I'm using better contracts, so we can take the straw after the contract. To be honest, quite a lot of the stuff after the contract's over, we can take ourselves. As long as we do what the contract says, it's kind of open to interpretation of what we want to do. Again, during challenge mode, this won't be a thing. The only thing that will... The main things to remember when I'm doing my challenge mode is that strong arm won't be a thing. That'll be taken out completely. The main premise of it is I start £1 million in debt with a bank. I start with 500,000 in my pocket. I'm starting without a farmyard, so the first thing I have to buy is a farmyard. Even if it doesn't come with fields, I still got to buy a farmyard. And I've got to keep it as it is for the first year, unless I'm putting other stuff on it. And the main premise is, for me anyway, which is a kind of rule I did change, because I don't play it to the way he plays it for the end game. My end game is I need to be $1 million in profit with the bank, so go from $1 million in debt to $1 million in profit. And I need to have all the equipment myself to do every contract that comes up. Which is where sort of the rules differ between Cavalier Roy's rules to my rules. His is just get the 10 million. I think get the 10 million is a little bit too easy. Because if there's a lot of variation in fields, like cotton, sugar beet, this and that and the other, requires all different bits of equipment, which can end up more than 10 million. Right then. One. Two. We'll just whack it in, because we know the other one's virtually full. So we'll just whack it in this one too. It stops disappearing. Jesus. You greedy little shit. Look at that. Whoosh. It's all gone. I think while we're so close to the shop as well, I think I'm going to buy a front weight for this. Because this basically only does this. This Unimog basically only does what we're doing now with it. I think I'm going to just go to the garage, go to the shop, which is just over here, and buy it a front weight. That way it should even its weight out. The one thing I didn't think about when hauling this is, does it need a front weight? I mean, it's certainly a thing in 25 where if you overload something, it does require a front weight. Normally I just use wheel weights with all my tractors, and that seems to even out quite nicely. They in there? No, they're not in there. I want to know what front weights are compatible with them. That's why I'm going into here. No, come back out, come back out. Back out one. Douche. Oh. Be right back. Need more coffee? No problem. I'm guessing it will just pick up any front weight then. I just got to find the weights. Where's the weight things? Where do I find the counterweights? Anybody know where to find them offhand? Are they in? Not in there. Way at the bottom. I'm at the bottom. Oh wait, so yeah, thank you. What one's going to fit on the Unimog? $3.5 ton for a Fent. I'm guessing any of these will fit on the Unimog because they're all 3-point thingamajiggies. I just need to find a pretty nice one. 1.5, 3.3, 3.3. There we go. We'll have that one. Bent green. There we go. Buy that. Amy, how you doing? That should be right. Good. Funny. There we go. That should even it out a little bit. They've got front weight on her now. And it's probably a little heavy on the front at the moment until we get some weight on the back. Oh, she's still sliding. She's still sliding all over the place. Morning, Tav. How you doing, buddy? Well, it is a thing when Mr. H is up behind you, mate. I've got to say. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Woke up this morning, thought, oh, we'll have a slow morning. We'll watch a minute and take the piss out of him again, and yeah, didn't turn up. But I'm guessing he just had a rough night. Well, yeah, don't matter. We're here. So the front weight ain't made that much of a difference. I thought it might make a little bit of a difference to balance the weight out of this thing. But yeah, I don't seem to have made that much of a difference. Don't think he was supposed to be on the... Oh, no! No, that's right, yes. Yes, he was having a day off midweek, wasn't he? I forgot that. Yeah. Maybe, oh, he's probably doing Breakfast Club with, yeah, Crofty and that then. Downloading SnowRunner? Nice. So for me, it'll be, what's it, Friday tomorrow, so it'll be Roadcraft for me tomorrow. Yes, he told yesterday, not today. Not on today. I must have missed that bit, but yeah, there is a schedule for him in the stream updates page for the Green Team. Used up my last of my D drive storage. Go, we're in. I don't know what happened to my internal camera in this one, Tav. I really don't. But, yeah, disappeared. I also had a camera flip button that flipped 180 degrees. That was a mod. But it seemed to get in the way of your zooming. So when when you scroll and you zoom in and out, with some vehicles, seem to stop that happening. I prefer the zooming than being able to twiddle the camera 180. Since my GPU blocks most of my setup. Really? Wow. Oh, it's that big. Holy shit. Okay. Okay, so we've got basically nothing to do. So I say nothing to do. We've got loads to do. We've got when I say nothing to do, we've got nothing to do with our stuff because grass fields are next month. Then they're the month afterwards, and then that one's last. So contracts. So we've got some whapping to do if we want to, up where the tedding was a minute ago. Ferreting. That's my motherboard. It's small, and the SATA ports are in awkward places. Oh, okay. I only got a 3070, so it's not that big. They do 2-fan freaking 4090s, I think. I wouldn't get one personally because, I don't know how a 2-fan that powerful would be. We got some ploughing, big ploughing. Anybody got any cards they want to play? Got a lot of mowing that we can crack on with. We got some harvesting. We said we were going to do this one actually, so let's go crack on with that. Harvesting. So we need to get in the harvester. Now my harvester is a mod, but the poo isn't. Then my 3070 is a 3-fan. Well, if you can get a 3-fan in, then you got plenty of room. You just need it to be maybe just a 2-slot. So it takes up 2 spaces on the back of your computer instead of 3. I think you got an M80X board. Why have you got a micro board? If you can fit a 3-slot fan in, surely your case is big enough for a normal one. I would have thought, maybe. Why didn't that give me the prompt? There we go. We shall have some 2 headlands, please. Thank you. Let's go! Yeah, my case is big, but this is an old motherboard, so to be able to upgrade until need to go AM5. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, if you got yourself a cheap board, bigger board anyways, if your PC's good enough to run a lot of things on ultra and high now, it could save you buying, upgrading for another year or two. You know, getting a motherboard so you can put a few more bits and bobs on it to be able to run what you want to run. It could, you know, you could like pause your upgrade for like a year and a half, 2 years. And a motherboard that you probably need is only about like £140, something like that. Yeah, it means repasting and plugging everything in and shit like that. It's a pain in the ass, of course it is. But like I say, if it stops you from having to be forced to be upgraded for a period of time, then, you know, it's worth it. I'm not collecting destroying, guys. I've got enough. I think I got enough anyway. We got 50,000 litres up there. And straw. And we got 300,000 litres up here, so we don't need any. Yeah, I got a Ryzen 7 5700X and a 37, 8 gig. The 8 gig is not so good, but hey, it's enough. 16 gigs of DDR4. Yeah, so like I say, if you spent 140 quid on a motherboard, it will stop you from having to upgrade for like 2 years. Obviously, depending what games you want to play and how far games move on in that 2 years, obviously, but that's just speculation. You know, for actual knowing, you know, I'd upgrade the board from a micro to a normal, or a normal board, a normalish board as you can get. That would do your system so you can add more bits to the motherboard, like a second hard drive and such. Or you just get yourself a bigger hard drive. That will save yourself. Downside with that is it means if you've only got the one hard drive, it means putting your OS and everything across, which is a pain in the ass. I mean, there is cloning things, but yeah, then you need to clone your thing onto the bigger hard drive, which again a pain. Because if it don't go right, you need to do it all from scratch again. I do know a bit about computers, not as much as Zeno does. Zeno, so the problem Amy has is she's got a micro board which gets in the way of her SATA drives, her SATA connections. So her upgradability is basically zero. So I've just said to her, or advised her, she got a normal size board for her case. It could save her upgrading for quite a while. Which I think is sound advice. You've got 2 SSDs at the moment, a 256 boot drive and a 1 terabyte drive. Is that normal SSDs or is that M.2 SSDs? Just saying. Obviously M.2 SSDs clicks onto the board. And they're cheap at the moment. The SATA ones. So I'm guessing your micro motherboard doesn't have M.2 on there. It might do you know, one, so you can, a terabyte M.2 would sort you out. They're cheap at the moment. I mean, not cheap, but yeah. Depending which route you want to go, you know what I mean? The Xenos just give you a good idea. If you've got enough space, go up to an ATX board. But if you've got an M.2 slot that you can get to, there's your answer. Yeah, I think I paid £160 for my 4 terabyte M.2. Something like that, anyway. Yeah. Yeah, like, now the resident tech god's around, I don't need to give tech advice anymore. My knowledge is fairly limited compared to Xenos. I know as much as I need to know. Everything else is, yeah. To be honest, I prefer it that way because it means I can't fuck everything up or anything up. I prefer to have limited knowledge. If I had a lot of knowledge, I go, oh yeah, just tinker with this, tinker with that. No, that's not good. So 37 is one of the larger fields on Saxlingham, and this could take me a while. In fact, considering that it's 10 o'clock, this could take me until Tav goes live. No, it took me ages to set my new PC up yesterday. Is my accent Norfolk? No. You're a mile off. Well, no, you're not a mile off. You're a few hundred miles off. I know, there's a lot of country folks up in Norfolk, aren't there? Yeah, I'm not over that way. I'm kind of very close to cider country. First my BIOS was outdated, so I had to put old CPU back in to update it. Then I didn't unplug the GPU. Hey? What do you mean you had to put your old CPU back in to update it? No, you should have just updated the BIOS with it in there. If it doesn't... I had this with my dad's PC because he hadn't updated in a while. What I had to do is I had to download a few BIOS updates, past BIOS updates. And literally because it, like I say, it was so old, I just had to update little bit by little bit. The new CPU wouldn't post. Oh, okay, yeah. I get what you mean now. One thing Xeno does say is keep up to date with them. If you can. Like once every, I don't know, 6 months or so, just check. Yeah, so your CPU was too powerful for your motherboard without the update. Too new. Yeah, I get what you mean now. So guys, this Saturday, I may be racing, I may be trucking, I don't know which yet. That reminds me, I need to look at the times of the race tomorrow, and let the guys know. I've had nobody new message me, so it'll probably just be me, Chaos, and Class, doing 3 hours of Sebring. This is a British map. Saxlingham sounds British, yes. Made by Farms in Briscoe. The sounds are awesome. I mean, literally, the guy's team went out and taped birdsong to make it sound like what it should be, which I've never heard of before. That a modder's gone out to tape local birdsong. And it's a great map. It is a great map. I mean, there's not many productions on it when you first start it, but that's because he wanted to leave it open to whoever's using the map for their imagination. There is sale points that you can sell everything to, but in terms of stuff to put into the map, he's left it up to whoever's using the map's imagination. Which is why up near the shop I've got a plot full of mushroom sheds, I've got a plot full of greenhouses, I've got a plot where 3 tits are, and the straw production pack stuff is. Yeah, Granny's knitwear. I think I saw the side disco was someone working on Northumberland map in Brunswick. Is that VP's map? Could be VP's map. He's been working on it for a little while now. I think he was trying to do a map. Yeah. To think that dude has come such a long way. I mean, he started off just tinkering with a few mods to give us kind of what we wanted out of somebody else's mod, and he's now making his own. And he's kind of growing stature. He's getting up there. It's fantastic to see. You know, I use his Granny's knitwear whenever I can, and all sorts of other mods which he's tinkered with to give people the scope that they want to do their stuff with. And he's one of these modders that's not up for a bit of criticism as long as it's constructive. You know, I know they say, oh, we don't like going to modders because they can't take criticism that well. A lot of modders will. They, you know, if what you're saying makes sense, a lot of modders will go, yeah, that's a valid point. You know what I mean? And they, you know, they might end up tinkering with their modding, putting it in, or taking it out in some cases. The moment I wake up on my makeup, look for you. Oh, you've been talking to Zeno in his tech chat anyway, I can see that now. Are there any other map mods you'd suggest? Depending on what you're looking for, there's map mods out there all the time. Like I say, depending on what you're looking for. In terms of British maps, obviously Saxlingham. Check out anything by Cavalier Roy. He does British maps. He's got 2 out already, Riverview and Mapo. Riverview's easy to get used to. Mapo, you got to kind of find the rat runs to get a lot of the fields, which is what some people don't like. But you know, if you like that sort of things, then yeah, it's just a case of working out where the rat runs are and remembering. But yeah, Roy makes some great ones. I mean, he's just brought out. I forget what it's called. It's the one that Minute's playing on. It's the Ireland map, which has come from 17. From another modder made it on 17, and he went to Roy and said, look, any chance you want to bring this map into 25? And he went, yeah, no problem. but he's also made it wider. So he's brought the original map forward, and he's also made it bigger. Was renamed as people kept going to the real farm. Yeah, Oakbridge was Calmsden Farm, but yeah. I'm looking forward to wonder if anyone has recreated Clarkson's Farm. I expect so. People did it for 22, so it's only just recreating it for 25. I expect somebody's done it already. Trouble is, guys, not all mods are making it in the mod hub anymore. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, it's out. It's out. I've seen it. Like I say, not all mods are making it into the mod hub. They've just been put in other places, and you gotta go find them. But tomorrow, I don't know when, maybe sometime about 1 o'clock, you'll get your first look at Highland Farm, the Highland Mat Farm. Why? Because the amazing Average Viking is a bronze partner with Giants, and he should probably get access by then. And yeah, we get it on Tuesday of next week. But you'll be able to get a bit of an early view and maybe get some ideas for what you want to do on it. Like I say, on Friday about 1 o'clock, depending what time they release it for him to be able to show you it. Right, we should go at the end and ups and downs now. Enough space each end to be able to turn. Because I'm farming on my own, the only thing I really wanted out of this modded harvester was capacity. And that's one thing that'll be gone when challenge map comes around. Like I say, that shouldn't be very far away either. Looks like that next line is going right up the top. Well, that looks like a full line. Yeah. Comes back in the thing about here. There we go. If you want to take a bit more time on your fields, you know, and you got like some of the DLCs like the Nexus pack, the Macdon pack, you can get a lot of yield extra. You know, we did it for a little while. So what we were doing is we were say a field like this with the oats, we were macked on it to get 25% extra yield on everything. And then we were going over it with the Nexit pack and getting an extra 5. So we were getting like 30% extra on the fields. No, I only got base game because Game Pass. Yeah. It's a good way to start. I mean, when I first started playing Forza Horizon on console, that's how I got it. It was on Game Pass. I then bought it and bought all the DLCs for Forza Horizon 4 and 5. But yeah, since moving over to PC, I haven't bothered playing with them. To be honest, I haven't bothered renewing the Game Pass either. To be honest, if I'm going to race now, I race. And like I say, people go, oh, it's expensive, isn't it? It is kind of. But, you know, if you think about, you know, the monthly fee or whatever being a DLC, you know, it's a DLC. Then it kind of works itself out. Yeah, if you're playing it like more than a few years, then, you know, it could end up being expensive. But it's just a thing. If you want realism in your racing, I've not found a better racing game out there for realism. I got Forza Horizon 4 for free because I bought the DLC on Game Pass version. So when they delisted it and sent me the game code, okay, no, nice. Eric, morning, how you doing? Yeah, I was on console when I was playing 4, and then I went. Then I moved to Series X, and obviously 5 came out, so I moved lock, stock, and barrel to 5, which for a while was good map. I mean, Mexico, the map there was great to look at. The only thing I didn't like about it was the weekly challenges weren't challenging. They were too easy. Like I said, Forza Horizon 4, when you used to have to do weekly challenges, it literally took you the whole week to figure out cars and tunes to do the harder races and stuff. With 5, I could literally get up to date in 3 hours. That's how fast it became. And then all I had to do was the daily stuff that came out daily. But yeah, it just became too easy. Even the racing on Ultra or whatever it was, once you got enough money to get cars and tunes, it became too easy. And basically, once you start playing with your friends anyway, you get money easily anyway. Getting a freebie. I really have to turn your walk on down a bit. And mute back on. Hey, Vortex Hayden, bro. If you ever become a full stream team member, I'm going to have to figure out what walk-in you get. To be honest, I still haven't figured out Linda Racing's walk-on yet. I'll tell you what I wanted for Linda's walk-on. I just wanted like a car zooming, like an MX-5 or something zooming across the screen. And partway across, it stops, and like the road runner jumps up, like mops up, and goes, me, gone again. But I can't make that. You, womanizer, womanizer, womanizer. But that's just what you want. But guys, make sure you go over and follow Miss Crazy Chris. When she is live, be there. She is absolutely amazeballs. There we go. It's turned down now. I kept forgetting to do it, so I thought, bollocks to it, I'll do it now while I'm while I'm in the middle of this. Oh yeah, it's tucked today, isn't it? Just sort of that. It's tucked today. Team up Thursday. Lupy and Tav go wild. I don't know what they're playing today. I mean, they're not live yet, but didn't I just do this field? Have we gone back a month? I'm sure I've just done this field, like a couple of streams ago when I was on here. Did I do this field the same way every single time? You know, I'll go ups and downs on this bit, I'll get back on the other side of the tree, and I'll fill in the other ups and downs. Right by your side. So while you guys are still here, because obviously I'll continue farming until this field's done now, because, you know, I hate leaving a field half done. So yeah, this field will be done probably finished off stream. But in the meantime, let's just have a quick look if I can get it up at what time the race is tomorrow. Saturday. Tomorrow. I race AI. Where the fuck is it? Really? Hang on. If I disconnect forward, I'll just be pushing it along. Disconnect too, I'll just be forward, don't I? Thanks, Linda. Very kind of you. Yeah, so I need to have a look at the GT Enduro League. Oh, Draw, good morning. How you doing? And hope all is well. Yeah, all is good, mate. All is good. I mean, shoulder's a little achy this morning, but you know, I did do quite a lot of iRacing over the last couple of days. You know, I did the Beginners League, both races. I did like 2 hours of racing yesterday for stream. So yeah. Where's the iRacing stuff? It should be in here. There it is. So I just need to see when a race is. So we'll get that up next line because it will go all the way up next line. I know class isn't available till about 10 o'clock, so as long as he's all right with coming in and doing last drive. It Beery. think we'll just stick with the McLaren for it as well, for this one, until I can get a tune which I like on maybe the Aston. Uber Daz, thank you very much. That opens up the giveaways, guys. Thanks to Uber Daz for that one. So yeah, just buying one pack after Tuesday every week opens up the giveaway. So at 30 viewers, we'll give Streamleaks cards away. 60 viewers, we give some more. And anytime I go for a break now until Monday, yeah, the winner will get Streamleaks cards. So this is the one that we're doing. We can do it in the BMW. This is the cars that I've got. The McLaren and the Aston. So 9 o'clock start. That's not so bad. It means class will be around for second stint. That's all right. So yeah, 9 o'clock start, boys, on Saturday. No, keep forgetting to update my PC. Got a little orange update icon in my taskbar. No, because I'll lose the fucking grain. Okay, I'll reset it, but only if you allow me to empty it, because this is a contract. And if I lose the grain, it won't complete. So yeah, I'll reset it for you. I just want to sit in that shed. Yeah. Yeah, it's a contract, so I'll lose the grain and then I won't be able to complete it. Is it that way? No, it's not that way, is it? It's the other way. It's over here. It's over here. Luckily, crop destruction isn't on. This is something that you will lose it. Yeah, I know I will lose it if I reset it. Which is why I've just said I'm going to go collect the grain before I reset the vehicle. Definitely won't be finishing this on stream then. I wasn't going to anyway. I've used the Colossus kit now for a little while for everything I want to have extra capacity. I used to use the other lizard pack done by, I forget what she's called. It's the German lady. I met her at Llama. Lovely lady. I just can't remember what she's called. But yeah, she did the other lizard pack with the other lot of stuff in, but I had some problems with it where especially the forage wagon. The forage wagon wasn't picking the stuff off the field that good. I mean, if the field wasn't entirely flat, the thing will just bobble over the top of stuff and leave shit behind. Whereas the Colossus pack didn't do that, so I was like, okay, we'll just swap and use that. I still use her pack for the water stuff, because obviously you get that little water butt that's gonna have like 200,000 litres. I still use that. To be honest, her harvester's not too bad either. It's slightly smaller than this, but you can change capacities. I forget her name. She's got a weird name. I mean, of course it's a weird name. She's German. Whoops. Whoop. See, it's fine. Didn't see a thing. Yeah, this thing's a little bit too big for this farm. Should have really used the lizard pack one. Yeah, I've gone too far. Bollocks. I thought there was another gateway down there somewhere. Okay, I know where I am now. Yeah, follow this round to the second left. Sorry, second right. Right, we're back on the field. Thanks, Daz. Red Carney, bro. And I got to reset this as well. There we go. All that for that. Jesus. See what you did to me, Daz? Hey? Was it really worth it? You'll say yeah. Because you're a dick. Hello, baby. What do you want? I know you're going to go mental in a minute when Mummy finally wakes up again. Hey, Bubba? Hey? Hey, Bubba? After stream, we'll play with your ball, shall we? Hey? Play with your ball for 10 minutes while I finish this build. Hey? Yeah. Good girly. There is somebody with the mods for this farm. Kev's got them. He hasn't been on yet with me, but you know, it's a bit early for Kev to be out of bed, to be fair. But guys, tomorrow's stream, regardless of whether minutes on or not, will be at 1 o'clock because it's a roadcraft stream. You know, I know Kev's not available till about 11 o'clock, something like that. So, like I say, I like to play stuff like roadcraft and SnowRunner with people, which is why I do it like midday kind of a deal, midday 1 o'clock. So yeah, roadcraft tomorrow. Saturday, we'll probably be racing, and so 9 o'clock start. That'll be a 8:30 start stream, and that's regardless whether minutes on or not, because I have no choice what times the races are, and I'm more alive in the morning, which is why I do the morning races. And I know I got Chaos for definite. I think Class is up for it. Do you bring with the McLaren? I mean, last I heard, even Dominic wanted to come in drive with us. I've heard nothing from him himself, but he's very welcome. And don't forget, guys, if you missed your chance on this Saturday's race, there's one in about a week's time on Nuremberg. Next Saturday, that is. Nuremberg 4 hours in either a GT3 or GT4 car. Let us know if you're interested. We'll tell you what car that we think, and yeah, As long as you can get around 3 laps, that's the minimum. So all you've got to do is complete your minimum of 3 laps. And yeah. Don't worry about if you think you're going to ruin everybody else's iRating. You won't. It's all on when you're in the car. It's on you. It's just like when I'm driving, it's on me. Whoever else is in the team, when they're driving, it's on them. But you get a lot more scope to make mistakes and it not affect. I mean, for instance, what did I do? 20 last time. And that was strictly because I got hit twice. So there's 8 straight away. If I wanted to, if I needed the straw, guys, I could literally roll this up and, yeah, collect the straw afterwards if I really wanted to. But I've got 300,000 litres plus what's in the forage wagon. And to be honest, I could probably take that to the chickens, empty it, and still have enough. In fact, I might do that off stream. Take it to the chickens and feed them. You will get charged for it now? No. No, the reset's free. I just got to go grab it, bring it back. And because I put the grain in the other thing before the reset, yeah, the only thing it really affects is time that I got to go get it from the shop again. Resets are free. There we go. Uber Daz is #1 supporter of the week. And it is supporter of the week, guys. Like I say, resets on a Tuesday morning, so giveaways are now activated till Monday. And like I say, guys, now that we've got 2 Be Right Back screens, it means that I can go to the words on stream Be Right Back screen. So you guys can see what's going on a bit better because it's a bit larger. It's kind of my new thing that I devised the other day. You know, if the giveaways aren't active, we'll go into a clip screen, and if the giveaways are active, we just go to playing words on stream. Hold on, door. Hold the line caller. Oh, I'm back. That was just the postman couldn't get in the trades door. We've been having a lot of problems with the electrics lately because they were doing some roadworks on the corner, which knocked the electrics out for a couple of days, and it's affected our trades button to speak to people and get in. Yeah. I was just about to bring National Grid up and go, look, all these fucking ons and offs of the fucking electric might fuck up my brand new computer. Do you want to spend £3 fucking paying for it back? I know. You know, no warnings on when it was going off. Just boom, it's off, and then you sort of check the website. Oh, you might have problems today. Yeah, maybe you should ring people in that area and go, the electric might be going off in 5 minutes. That'd be better. I mean, yeah, it's a lot of phone calls. Of course it is. Or just like the warning text line, that thing. You know, where they just put it out saying your area could be under such and such and such a charge. Courtesy is dead, unfortunately. I know, mate. I remember a couple of times my entire town went down. Luckily, we're in a city, so we've got lots of substations around. Yeah, we've got lots of substations around, so it's fine. So I don't know if Class and Chaos are still here. But yeah, 9 o'clock Saturday, but for you boys, alright? Start of the race. That means you guys don't really need to be around till kind of 10-ish. Yeah, it was your experience low, indoor lights went off, so went outside to see what the fuck happened and see if the neighbours were affected, and it was just pure pitch black outside. Yep. Yeah, we had that a little while back where we used to live. It went out for kind of the half of that part of town. And yeah, we all went outside and went, and it was like, what the fuck's going on? It was just like you say, pitch black, and just everybody with torches and stuff. I mean, one guy got out his camping lantern. I thought, fuck, that's a good idea. Yeah, we got them. Battery camping lantern. We ain't got them anymore, but we used to have a 2 LED battery camping lanterns that used to take 4 AAs, but it used to last like a whole week. Obviously, when you're camping, you only keep them on for like 2 hours a day or something. I mean, especially if you're with family and stuff, because obviously you'll be in their tent or whatever, having a beer or something, or you'll be in the clubhouse having a beer if you're on a site, and all you're really using your tent for is to go to sleep and maybe make breakfast and dinner, and that's about it. Well, depending if you're there for dinner. The only light we have is an odd pocket light. Uh-huh. You gotta go to rehab. This is not the biggest head that I could get for this one, but obviously with there being a class dealership on this, I wanted to get a class header, and this is probably one of the bigger class headers that you can get in game. So because also I didn't want it so big so I couldn't pull it around the laneways. You know, I wanted it enough so that I could move this and the header as part of one unit and not be so cheaty when I'm harvesting, except for capacity. Trouble is you can't have the capacity but turn down the speed. Great, how we doing? Still going strong, I see. Yeah, mate. Yep, we still going strong, dude. Guys and girls, if you have the ability to shuck up multiple streams, also from the stream team right now, currently live is Miss Luke Loza and the Average Viking. Not sure what they're playing, but they're both live at the moment. Last time I spoke, I told you that I have a skull-based trauma. They have told me they are going to operate on it. Yeah. I don't know whether to say congratulations or not, because that can be a shit in itself. You know? Whenever they're working on a skull or whatever, they got to be super duper careful. They're playing Supermarket Sweep. Okay. Very anxious about it because of that. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, what you want is you want a good surgeon to come in and go, you know, I can get this done. It's no problem. Don't worry about it. If it turns out that we can't do something, we'll just fucking stop, and that'll be the end of it. That's what you want. Not somebody that comes in and goes, yeah, we can get it done. Not a problem. Don't worry about it, and don't tell you fuck all. Now, you want somebody that's sort of realistic and goes, you know, if we can't do it, we can't do it. We'll have a go at it, you know. We'll do our best for you, but apparently there are going to be 3 neurosurgeons doing it. Wow. There's going to be 3 persons and I only got a small head. How are they going to fit all their fingers in? I'm sure it'll be fine, dude. I mean, the thing is, you've got to weigh it up, ain't you? You know, if they don't do it, what's the thing for you, you know? And if they do it, what's the benefits for it? So, you know, if the benefits outweigh the negatives, you kind of got to go for it, haven't you? And at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure it will be, but yeah, compared to what it could do for the last 5 years. Yeah. Thank you for the red, mate. I almost thought that was somebody subscribing over on YouTube, because that's a red light too. Before I saw the notification for it. Don't forget, guys, I am dual streaming on Twitch and YouTube. And you guys over on Twitch, here's my YouTube link. If I'm farming, it'll be mainly in the farming section. If I'm trucking, it'll be in trucking. If I'm snow running, it'll be in snow runner section. And anything else will be in all other content. So if I'm racing, it'll be in other content. So yeah, Saturday's live. That's where you'll find it. Where are you up to with this map? I've nearly done all what I can do with this map. I'm literally waiting for another map to come out. I'm literally farming for the sake of farming on this map now. I've showed it off. I've done my bit on it. I'm earning shitloads of money and ticking over quite nicely. So yeah, it's literally waiting for a map to come out that I'm waiting for. No, it's not the Highlands map either. I will be quickly going on the Highlands map to show you it and see what it's like on Tuesday probably when we get it. But that's not the map I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for Cavalier Roy's Ebony Island. A like on stream, bud, or a thumbs up. Yeah, thank you very much, my dude. That's Grizz went over onto my tube page and gave the VOD a thumbs up. Much appreciated. Whatever you guys can do over there is absolutely fantastic for me. A thumbs up and a comment goes a long way. Rapid Crest Abomination, thank you very much for the follow on Twitch. And hey, thank you for the first time chat. That's my Missoula side. I use for YouTube. Ah, okay. To be honest, I use Firefox all the time. I don't bother using anything else. My dairy farming here is going well, turning around the cattle nicely. The dairy production is in full swing. I found that when I was downloading a lot of films and stuff from the torrent sites, Missoula Firefox was the most stable and gave you a better average speed for the downloads than a lot of the other, say, Explorer or Chrome or anything like that. Right then, guys, 5 minutes left to stream, then we're going to raid out. We've got a couple of Son of a Glitch stream team members on. We've got Miss Loopy Loza and the Average Viking. I think I might pay back the pleasure of yesterday's raiding by Loopy Loza by going there. Also fine, Firefox can get a few good add-ons. Yeah. I mean, there's an add-on for Firefox. I believe it can go on other stuff as well for stream loots. So down next to you, in your search bar or something, you have a stream loot icon, and you can press it, and you can activate stuff in the stream the person's watching if they've got stream loots, and play your cards without going anywhere. You don't have to bring up their website at any time. Which one of the cool add-ons? Yeah. Yeah, unblock Origin doesn't work on Chrome. It does work on Firefox for YouTube. Like I say, I found that Firefox is the most reliable for most things, so I just use it as my default browser. Guys, so if you want to know what peripherals I'm playing with on this game, I should quickly tell you because it's nearly raid out time. So as you can see, I'm playing with a steering wheel from Moser. It's the R5. It's a bit of an overkill for farming, but it is what it is. I race as well, so it does me for racing and farming and trucking. Bit overkill for trucking as well, but it is nice to use. If you're looking for a wheel and you want to get it directly from Moser, use my link. Don't forget, if you are using my link to buy it directly from Moser, use it, create yourself an account, and use the link again to thing. Yeah, I've actually had to contact Moser about your purchase, Grizz, and they were trying to tell me the other day you hadn't done one. Use my link to it. And I'm like, yeah, you did. I got an email notification that somebody used it for thing. I said, so don't bullshit me. Because they tried to tell me that it failed, and I'm like, it can't have failed. He's got the equipment. I said, so I should have a commission thing on my list, and I said it's not there. So hopefully I'll hear back from the day when what the fuck's going on. Sitting under my desk at the moment. Yeah, exactly. Right. I think what we'll do is we'll go around this side and down there. Because if I do this side now, I'm going to be going back up, and I can get down there. So we'll start the other side of the tree. But like I say, guys, tomorrow we'll be road crafting, like I say, about 1:00 p.m. In the UK. So if anybody wants to come and come and play, you're very welcome. I'm playing on Contaminated. If you don't have the DOC map for Rebirth or whatever it is, it doesn't matter. With Roadcraft and SnowRunner, it doesn't matter if you got the DOCs. You can just come and join and try the map. And you still get the money and XP from helping me out. Still debating on a VR headset. Maybe make it more easier for the academy stuff, as Beam is okay, just need a bit more finesse. I was, as you know, guys, I was doing the academy stuff the other day on the second stage. The second stage is fucking hard. I will go back and do it. The bits I've missed at least, and then maybe I'll carry on streaming the rest of it. Yeah, it is what it is. If we just get a DJ, but it hasn't come up since it's not 11 o'clock yet. The music's slightly louder. A bit harder, he says. No, it's a fucking lot harder, mate, isn't it? Well, some of the stuff's a lot harder. But it's that time, guys. It's 11 o'clock, so let's get you on the ending screen. Well, let's not get you on the ending screen first. So, like I was saying before, guys, because Daz has bought some StreamWeeks cards this week, which will end on Monday for the giveaways. Now, when I go to be right back screen, I'll go to this screen. And then we'll start words on stream whenever I take a break. If nobody buys any next week after it reactivates Tuesday, anytime I take a break, we'll go to this screen instead, which will be the clip screen. But we're raiding out, so let's go to the ending screen. And like I say, we're going to go see Miss Loopy Loza, and hope you guys have a fantastic day. Like I say, she's an amazing streamer. She's part of the stream team, and she's absolutely amazing. So hopefully you guys will go over there and support amazing streamers. And you, bud. Thank you. All right, let's go.